Yeah, I agree with that. And it could just be that Jay Powell in the actual press conference, maybe he didn't exactly strike the tone he wanted to. And then subsequently, he corrected himself. And we've since heard from a number of other Fed officials this idea of caution, patience. There's lots of questions out there. That was very obvious in the minutes. They were, throwing around this idea that, there's downside risks. We don't really know how financial conditions are going to play into the broader economy. We don't really know how the weakness in global growth will factor into the U.S. baseline forecast as well. So there were lots of questions, lots of caution, and that suggests a much more cautious hiking cycle ahead. And I don't think Powell really hit that in the actual meeting.
Michelle, I guess we're reminded with this particular meeting and set of minutes that minutes is a slightly misleading title for this release. It's not verbatim what was said in the meeting. They have time to adjust the messaging. But I guess the bottom line is the messaging has been adjusted, and we're seeing that kind of reaction in the dollar and equity markets that people expect way fewer hikes this year than they did a few months ago.
Yeah. Well, I think the Fed wants the minutes to be a reflection of the actual discussion in the meeting. But to your point, they're not a transcript. They're a summarization of the discussion that was in the meeting that is edited and goes through several iterations before it's published. So it's natural that if things are shifting, if markets are shifting between the period of time of the actual meeting to the minutes, you can often see the sentiment shift a little bit. So I think that is natural. And I think we're supposed to take this latest message because it's consistent with what you're hearing from other Fed officials, which is that the Fed is aware of these risks. They're not blind to it. They're going to be cautious. They're going to be patient. The intention is to hike further, but that's provided the economic data and the markets allow them to do so.